Video 2. Today I'm going to start putting the chassis together, work out what parts I want to paint blue and what parts I want to leave black and what parts I'm going to leave chrome. So I'm just going to start putting together the ladder frame and start getting it together so I can have a look at what colour scheme and where I want to paint it, and then I'll make that decision. But this is also a build series, so I'll put together the build and we'll go from there, and I'll let you know what it's like to build this one. It should be pretty basic. The Scania was pretty easy, but I'm really looking forward to it, and we'll start working out exactly how the colour scheme is going to work. Alright, enjoy. Alright guys, so got that together. Yeah, typical Tamiya, it's a bit fiddly at times, but nothing too bad. Some bits I've left out, obviously not putting the servos in because I was going to paint it and things like that. So I'm going to paint this bit as it is, and then put the rest, start putting some more together and decide whether or not I want to paint some more. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll see what comes of it. So I think I'm just going to paint it as a whole piece like this. Hopefully I don't mess it up. If I do, I can obviously just sort of take it apart and strip it back down, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully this works. But yeah, I'll paint this up, and then I'm going to continue building up some more pieces and putting it together. Cheers. Okay, so painted that up, had overnight to dry, a few coats, it's all looking nice and blue, so I'm quite happy with the way that it turns out. A couple of little runs, but I'm using big spray cans, so, and I'm not the best at painting, but it is what it is. Pretty happy, it looks good, so I'm going to just continue on and make an assessment as to whether or not I paint some more up blue or leave it at that. There's definitely a couple of bits, so there's a panel here that sits on the top for the fifth wheel that's going to be blue, and I'll make the decision, you know, with the gearbox and the discs on some of the suspension on as to whether or not I paint that blue or not, or maybe even red, I'm not sure, but let's get into keep building and we'll go with that. little bit in here. It's drying at the moment, but I decided to paint the diffs red and the suspension red. I think it's going to look quite cool. Once it's dry, I'll let you have a look at it, but I decided to go for that because I think it's going to give it quite a nice little accent and make it look quite cool. But yeah, keep enjoying, and we'll show you what it looks like once it's all together. Cheers. Got the chassis frame together, mostly painted, got some chrome bits on there. At this point I've decided to stick with the standard mud guards because I think they look quite cool and things like that. So the original red paint that I got is coming up more orange, as you can probably see there. So if you can tell the difference, I've gone for a slightly darker one on the back, which I'll do the cabin, but I'm going to keep the frame, subframe orange-ish. He's got a bit of, Optimus has got a bit of different colouring on him, so it looks quite cool. Gone blue with the frame, ladder frame and things like that, got the chrome on there, and I'll leave the gearbox black. So putting it together, made some rookie mistakes, and I think that's basically because I was thinking more about what colours I was going to paint rather than assembling it. So you'll probably see in the time lapse I was messing around with the diffs a little bit because I got them the wrong way around. Just real rookie stuff, so pay attention to the model if you're not painting it. Next time I build one that I'm going to do as a theme, I will probably assemble it to this point, and then disassemble it and work on the colours that I want to paint. I think that's probably the better way. But I mean, that's come up pretty nice. I think it looks quite cool. The chrome and the blue and the red in there all looks quite nice, so I think it's going to come together quite nicely. The theme of it's going to be pretty good. But that's it for this one. In the next one I am going to start looking at the electronics and get that Bayer unit wired in, start looking at what it does and things like that, and hopefully work it all out and get it going the way that I want it to go. But that's Project Prime at the moment. I think it's come together quite nicely. I do love the blue and the chrome and the red. I say red, but it's more orange. But this other paint that I've now got is it's quite a bit darker, so I think it'll be quite good. It hasn't got accents in it. It might be quite a lot going on in the end. I may pull off the subframe and do that again, but not sure yet. But thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and enjoy.